Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the American Tier 8 Premium Heavy Tank, the Chrysler K. Now if you do enjoy the video, as always, please don't forget to leave a like and please subscribe as it does help the channel out. And without further ado, the Chrysler K, well, most of you will know what the Chrysler K is all about, right? Because the Chrysler K has been in the Season Pass, it was a wee while ago, but then also in the Season Pass very, very recently. So, most of you will have earned this tank, and yeah, the Chrysler K, what's it good at? Well, it's very good at side scraping. It has got pretty damn good frontal armour. I mean, I think you need about 230 pen to actually be able to go through the front of this tank. I mean, even firing the standard rounds from this tank, you cannot penetrate yourself in the front, which is a sad time. It turns on a sixpence. It's, like I say, its armour is the strength of it, and it's an absolute god at side scraping. What's the downsides of it? Well, the fact that it doesn't have the best standard pen in the universe. I mean, even saying the best, it just doesn't have good standard pen whatsoever. And its DPM isn't the best. But on the whole, it's not a bad little tank to play. If you do end up in a bottom tier game, it tends to be that the armour on this thing isn't worth anything, really. Because as soon as they're firing the 300 plus pen rounds, which a fair few tier 10s do, they go straight through the upper plate, the lower plate, you know, they go straight through it, and the poor thing gets absolutely shredded. And the other problem with the Chrysler K is the fact that it does like getting set on fire as well, which is also a big problem for the tank. It really hurts getting set on fire, which, yeah, it's definitely an issue. So what do I run in terms of a crew on the old Chrysler K? Well, I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun, Trap Mechanic, and Rapid Aim. Rapid Aim to make this turret traverse better, because the turret traverse is a little bit slow, because it's 26 degrees a second, and that is way slower than the 32 degrees a second that the track traverse gets. And this thing does turn on a sixpence. It turns very, very fast. It is absolutely rapid when it's swiveling round. So you want to be able to get the turret to turn with the hull if you can to keep up, so that you can at least try and keep the gun on target where and when. How did he pen that? That was a pen, wasn't it? Anyway, yeah, so we can keep this gun on target and keep firing. And also, like I say, because the gun's base accuracy is 0.36, it's getting onto the derpier end of the scale, so I want to make sure that this gun will be able to hit its shots if I can do that. And then in terms of equipment, I run the advanced loader, the gun stabilizer, and optics. Optics to be able to spot for myself. The gun stabilizer, because again, I want to make this gun as good as it humanly can be, because, you know, it can be a little bit derpy at times. I do want to make it better. And the advanced loader to make sure that the DPM is as good as possible. And like I say, because this thing has 380 view range, you want to be using optics and situational awareness, etc., so that on the big maps that have big open spaces, it means that you can at least spot for yourself, try not to get out spotted that much, and you can actually be worth something and not blind on those sorts of maps. So we're in this first game, we're on Himmelsdorf, and we've had what would be the perfect opportunities for the Chrysler K, and that is we managed to get to corners, side scrape our little heart out, and block a good amount of damage from side scraping while working people over with this gun. And like I say, the penetration on this gun is a little bit of a letdown at 198, but the premium pen is 268, so the premium pen on the APCR is fantastic. You'll be able to deal with pretty much everything you're going to face, really, with 268 pen, except for maybe Type 5s and Mouses. The 198 penetration, however, on the standard AP rounds is definitely a letdown, and it does struggle against even some of the Tier 8 tanks, realistically. 198 just isn't really enough for a Tier 8 tank these days. So it's something you just got to bear in mind, that you might need a liberal use of the premium rounds, especially in a bad matchup. But we finished that first game with 3 kills, 5.1k damage, the ace tanker, the sniper, the high caliber, the steel wall, 1819 base XP. A nice game there for the Chrysler K on Himmelsdorf. And now we're on to the second replay. In the second replay, we are over here on this map. It's right in front of your face, you fool. Pilsen! We're on Pilsen. So what we're going to do with these wonky spawns on Pilsen is we're going to push straight to D4 so that we can get cross shots on the people that come down the AB line, because they tend to give you free shots into the side. If they do push that, you can go get hulled down on the little ridge line and then make it hard for them to get shots at you. And this tank does have 6 degrees of gun depression, which is pretty decent for a back-mounted turret, because, I mean, there's quite a few of the back-mounted turreted tanks have about 5 degrees of gun depression. 6 degrees, well, isn't that much better. It's still a little bit nicer with having the extra degree, right? And it means you're a little bit more flexible on ridgeline, but it's still awkward because of the fact that your turret is on the back of the tank as opposed to the front. Still means you can go hull down because of how good the upper plate is. You can expose your upper plate on little ridge lines like this, and they'll bounce off of that. As long as you're not giving them your lower plate, they will still struggle to penetrate you. And even then, like I said, the lower plate is actually really good on this tank, which is why I say you need around 230 pen, 220 to 230 pen to actually go through the lower plate of this tank, which is kind of crazy, really, because that means tanks, say like the Garnish or the KV5, they really struggle to pen this tank. Like they won't do too much to this thing at all, which is, yeah, sad times. And the IS-6 as well. The IS-6 is another one. I'm thinking of premiums with tanks with outdated penetration. Yeah, they do struggle with this thing frontally. Obviously, that's where you want to get round to the side, realistically. So, we're in Pilsen. We've managed to push up, get rid of the Liberté, and now we're up to the building here at C5, which is, again, perfect for us because we can side scrape. And that's what we've done. We've managed to block a few shots, side scrape him, while also dishing out the damage. So we've just pushed around very aggressively. We've gone round on this T29. Yet again, if he's firing AP, because he's got the same gun as me, he's going to struggle to pen me frontally, so I was quite aggressive in and quite happy to be aggressive against him. If he's firing APCR, there's a chance he probably would have gone through my lower plate. But like I say, I was confident that he might struggle. The MX-5100 we shut down because we managed to get the shot in. We on the move as we do a little drive-by there on the VK, shut him down, and we're on the move to get to the next set of targets. We know where 3 of them are directly in front of us. We know there's some guys on the right-hand side. We know there's no one on our left-hand side right now, so basically their whole team is directly in front. So we just wanted to push forward if we could to get attacking these folk and put the pressure on. We managed to get a nice shot snapped into the T-77 there. We go for the drive wheel of the Su-14-1 to try and track him in place so it makes him an easy farm, but he clearly is running away. We end up preempting our reload there, so what I did there was pull the trigger a split second before I was reloaded, and that meant that it went dink, and I went, oh, I didn't fire, oh no, and then shot him, and we managed to actually kill that guy. Going for the drive wheel shot on the Hellcat because we can overmatch his side, which we actually, did, and we tracked and penned it, but we shut down the Hellcat for our 5th kill of this game, 4,096 damage, and I'm thinking, ooh, kill medal, maybe? Top Gun? Bradley Walters? Who knows? We'll see. We go for the shot RBRT there into that stone cold. That was I don't know how that hit, because that looked like that should have missed. Aim the shot. 6 kills. Top Gun secured. Get that shot onto the T-37. Now looking for shots into the K91 version 2 below us. We get a shot into his lower plate. Just keeping our eye on that stone cold. Boost our reload with food, and I was hoping to get the kill there on the K91 too, but the T-34-2 actually managed to shut him down. We're going to pressure up the Stone Cold now, who is a bit of a scary tank. We bounce off his upper plate. He's not focusing on us though, so we go for the little ram to try and disorient him. Get the shot straight through his cupola. I'm thinking 7 kills. Come on, Devastator, please, come on. Hello, Mr. Stone Cold. Good night, Mr. Stone Cold. We secure our 7th kill of this game, and that's the end of the game, because their team died very quickly. That was 2 very fast games for the Chrysler K, which is a one-trick pony, really. We get 7 kills, 5.5k damage, the 251 assistance, ace tanker, devastator, sniper, high caliber, top gun, 2.1k base XP, a really great game for the Chrysler K. Yeah, 2 pretty damn great games for it there, and it is a one-trick pony. It's basically get yourself to a building, side scrape to your heart's content, and then just keep trying to work people over with the gun if you can. If you can't penetrate them, just load APCR. That's pretty much the Chrysler K. It's a fairly simple tank to work out how to play. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.
A great success.